In the previous videos, I've showed you a few of the tabs in the settings area. We've looked at General tab in order to create a signature. That's farther down on the page here. Okay. We've also looked at the inbox for setting up your inbox and filters. I'm going to take a look at some of the other tabs and just give you the lay of the land so that you know what's here. Okay. You can choose your language. That's always important, English. I like to have this setting on for always display external images, because if you get an email these days, it's not always just text. If I get an update from ISTE, it's usually got 6 or 8 images in it, and they don't show up unless you tell Gmail that it's okay. So I always say always display external images. You can have it ask you before displaying external images and choose that setting, and that would mean that before you see the images in the email, you click on the email and then you tell it it's okay to show you the pictures. I've never had a problem with just having always display turned on. Okay. Then often you'll get an email and it's addressed to several people. When you click the reply button, it will default right to reply. Unless you are usually the person that wants to reply to everybody, then you can change your default to reply all. Okay. There is a default text style, so if you would like your font to look different when you send your email messages, you can change your defaults right here. And then conversation view is important too. If you remember back to the days where we had GroupWise, if I had a message back and forth with Barb Mick, I would have 8 different places where my message was and her message was, and it would be very difficult to find them. With conversation view, you've probably gotten already used to the fact that conversation view has my message, her message, my message, her message, all in one long screen. And that seems to be an easier way to keep track of your messages. And that's why you'll see, if I go back to the inbox here, here's one between Beth and me, and there's a number 2 by it. Okay. In GroupWise, that would have been, here's Beth's message here, later on that would be me, and that would be my sent mail. I'd have to look all different places for it. Anytime you see the number next to the message, that's how many messages you've had back and forth with that person about that conversation. So if you have conversation view on, it seems to be an easier way to keep track of your messages with a particular thread. Okay. For send and archive, you can show the send and archive button or hide it. I don't archive very much, so I've just got it hidden. Okay. And you can enable undo send. And what will happen is when you send a message, then up here, up under the search bar, it will say, you just sent a message, undo. For 10 seconds, it'll stay there. And so if you went, oh, I forgot that attachment, you could click undo and then resend it. So that's just an option. The stars, I've never played with very much. Can't really tell you too much about them because I don't use them. Okay. Chat notifications, or if somebody tries to send you a chat from this lower left-hand corner where you can see who's online right now, if they've sent you a chat notification, it will tell you about it. Mail notifications I don't have on. Okay. Keyboard shortcuts. I highly recommend that you turn these on, and then I'm going to do another video shortly about which keyboard shortcuts are the most useful and how to use them, because if you're a person that answers a lot of email messages in a day, you're going to really like keyboard shortcuts. Okay. You can give yourself a customized picture, and this is where you turn the people widget on. So if I mouse over one person, you'll see who they are and what their information is. Okay. When I send a new message to a new person, I add them to other contacts. I do that because I recently had to contact a math department person from the math program that we purchase, and once I learned his email message, if I lost that sticky note, it'd still be in my mail messages. He'd be in my contacts automatically, so I like it to do that. The signature I've already shown you. Okay. Personal level indicators, that's when somebody sends messages to you, some things get bumped over a little bit by who said what when you're looking at conversation view. Okay. And snippets means show the snippet of the message. Like if I go to inbox, see how you can see the first line of the email and you can kind of get the gist of what it's about. That's right there. Okay.